So, as been saying all month, it's never easy in November. Big Ten football, conference football, the weather gets a little interesting. So, really proud of our guys with what they've done in the course of this month, going 3-1, and coming off a really rebound from a tough loss at the start of the month. So, just really proud of the way this team's answered every challenge that's been thrown in front of them. And today was no different. We started fast, I thought. We wanted to do that, obviously. A lot of respect for the big playability that Nebraska has. And, suspected they'd make a push, and they certainly did that second half. Our guys stood tall and really did a great job. So, thrilled to get the victory. Keith Duncan, what can I say there? 29 field goals in Big Ten play now, and 49, 48 yards, one being the longest he's had. So that was outstanding. Defense, I thought, did a great job. We gave up the one big play, but other than that, really made them work, and that was certainly critical for us. And really, all three areas made big plays and made contributions to the success of things. And just in a nutshell, AJ Epinus, what a phenomenal effort by him. Whole defense played well, but he was certainly a catalyst for us out there. Nate Stanley continues to lead our football team, and those last three throws he made, the one ended up being ruled, incomplete, but those last three throws were all, big time throws by him, and then obviously Dunk, the job he's done all season long. So just really proud of our football team, proud of the staff. Everybody's hung in there, and nicest thing about winning on Friday is you get Saturday off, so we'll watch everybody else sweat tomorrow and maybe eat some turkey on top of it. So I'll throw it out for questions.
Kirk, was there any
discussion? In the past, there's been times where you decided to take a knee with that kind of situation and go to overtime. What's different about this one that made you decide to go down the field?
Yeah, I can think of one in particular, and probably the biggest difference, first-year quarterback, actually first time start, I think it was in 09. Yeah, now you got a veteran quarterback, and we've evolved a little bit in 10 years. I guess it's been a decade, coincidentally. And it was just our thought. We thought we might have a chance if we executed. There's some risk and reward involved there, but we felt like the reward was outweighing the risk.
Same final score too, by the way.
Yeah, I didn't know that. So at least we came out the right side this time.
Kirk,
3-point game, though. Yeah.
Kirk, you delivered some news to some of your players after the game that Keith on scholarship. Jack, what was that like for you?
Well, you're like Santa Claus. It's nice when everybody likes you. When you say something, right, that doesn't happen enough. So, and it's a decision we made a while back. Obviously, I think I always tell recruits that scholarships are earned. Nobody gives them out, and certainly all three of those guys have done a great job. With what they've done going back to August. So, didn't want to tell them during the game week or even last week or the week before. I think we made our minds up quite a while ago, but. We're in a flow, so we wanted to wait till the season was over, and tonight seemed like an appropriate time.
Was shot the third?
Yeah, yep, absolutely.
You talked about coming back from the Wisconsin loss, so for all intents and purposes, you guys were eliminated from the West. Right. How hard is it to come back from that, and what does it take to come back from that?
It depends how you look at it, and I guess mathematically we were still alive,
right.
But if your goals are strictly just to end up at the top, I mean, there's only one team from each side that's going to be in that situation. We work like hell to get there. That's our goal. It's every year it's been a goal, and so that's the way it is. But the other part of the equation is if you experience disappointment, which happens a lot in competition, you got to keep pushing forward, and you readjust your goals a little bit. But the goal is still to do our best every week and try to win on Saturday. So I try to keep it as simple as that. What's the best we could do? And the best we could do is be 6-3 in the conference, be 3-1 in November, and it looked like a high hill to climb, back at the start of the month after that game. But really credit our guys. They've, hung in there, worked hard, stayed together. That's probably the most important thing. And, I think we had a plan, a mindset going into it. We never altered it. And in terms of how we're going to practice, how we're going to work, we'd like to handle November a certain way. And, that's been explained to everybody. So everybody just stayed together and just kept pushing forward. And, you hope maybe something good will come out of it. There's no guarantees.
Sorry. What were you thinking when Nate limps into the tent? You don't know if he's going to come back.
I said on the radio, I remember when I was a guy in front of me, when I was a sophomore in Connecticut, we were playing Rutgers. Guy in front of me got hurt, and there was a hill those days back on the left of our bench. So my position coach, Red Kellen, told me, he says, as long as the ball's up on the hill, I'm fine with you being in there. It's down here on the field, I'm a little bit nervous. So I guess that's a flashback. I probably felt like Coach Kellen a little bit. Mm-hmm. But he would have done a great job. He's been prepared. He knew what we're doing. He was into the game plan. And You know, I'm glad Nate was able to come back. You know, I think it's a real testament. I said all along he's got great mental and physical toughness. But, you know, if Spencer was in there, we'd have total confidence in him and we would have kept playing.
Tyler Goodson, is he can come back? What's his status?
He's fine. He's fine. The worst injury, I think, was Milani. He sprained his ankle pretty good in the celebration. At least I saw him come in with like Amos McCoy. Was that Gunsmoke or whatever show it was? You know, the peg leg coming in there. But hopefully he's got some time to recover now.
Has AJ found an extra gear this last 4, 5, 6 weeks? It just he's obviously today.
You know, I credit that to experience. You know, I say it all the time. Good players, as they gain more experience, just, you know, they play faster, play harder, and play more efficiently. So to me, that was it's been part of the learning curve. I know everybody wanted to make him an All-American back in the off season, which, you know, I'm all for that. Except, you know, he's got some steps to take. So I don't know if he is or isn't, but, you know, we wouldn't want to trade him. That's for sure. What a good player. But it goes back to, I think, what it's all about is, you know, he's a really good player. A lot of nice things being said about him on the outside, but he shows up and works every day. And same story with Keith Duncan, same story about Stanley. Go right down the list. All those guys have just kept their focus where it needs to be and just kept pushing.
This game itself is almost symbolic of your last month or so, where you had so many different adverse situations. Even on the last drive, you get, you know, a targeting penalty rescinded, you get a pass that was rescinded, yet you kept fighting through it. Where does that come from?
Well, I mean, that's football. There's a lot of ebb and flow in the game. The game's designed to be tough. It's tough on you physically. It's tougher on you mentally, probably. So, you know, if you're doing things right, you just got to learn to push through the good and the bad. Sometimes the good can be more distracting, and you know, just try to keep your eyes where they need to be. You know, right down the middle of the road, and do what you got to do. So, but it takes the right kind of players. You know, we've got guys that are just high character guys. They work hard. They're able to, you know, sustain something like we did a month ago. You know, go through a tough loss like that and show back up on Monday with their eyes straight ahead. So, you know, a lot of things have to happen for this to end up in this spot where we're at right now. But I'm just really proud of the way the guys stayed focused and stayed together and stayed focused on what's really important, not all the stuff outside that might be said good or bad.
Amir Smith-Marset returns a kick for a touchdown, runs a reverse for a touchdown, and then makes that big catch there on that last drive. What does he mean to your team?
Well, you know, he's grown up so much in 2 years' time, and you know, if Brandon's out there, I'd probably be saying the same thing about him. So he's always been a guy that likes football. He's already got a great football mentality. He's got a great personality, and he's grown physically, but more so mentally. And you know, he's putting those good skills to use. And the kick return part hasn't been as prominent this year, but boy, it was a great time for that to surface. A great way to answer or respond to a tough play.
One more? All right.
All right, well, everybody have a good Thanksgiving. Thank you.
you.
Thank you.